believe we're on. I believe we are on. 2 seconds. Okay. I hate this part because it's slow as anything. So let me just check that. Let me just check the stream. Make sure we are good. And we are on. Let's get back to you. Right. Hey everyone. Project Piper Customs here, and what is going on? Welcome to another episode of Turtle Talk Live. This time I'm not inside Pietro's living room shooting some toys, although that was a hell of a lot of fun. And thank you for joining in that. Please do check out the vlog video that I did of my whole weekend there. If you haven't, it's a great video, and it's quite one of my favorites that I made. But yes, I'm here. Turtle Boy will be joining us later, hopefully, but we're here with my good friend of all these years in the hobby, Mr. Tom Green, Tom's Dioramas. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, good, mate.
Good. He's changed backgrounds again. I like it. He's not in the shed.
I like to keep it mixed up.
You do. It's looking good, man. I do like the paintwork you've got going on there. Is that a black or a blue you got behind you?
I think it's blue. I'm colourblind.
I'm slightly myself. Not as bad as my old man, but yes, it's hard for a video screen.
Oh, I'm terrible. I think that it was the worst case you'd ever seen.
Oh, shit. It's dark purple, or it's pink. Call it faded salmon. Yes, I am not sponsored by Monster. Although if they want to, I'm right here. But I need the energy, barely any sleep. But yeah, so we're going to get into some of this Randy interview that appeared on the Fwoosh. Now, I forget the chap's name, but it wasn't Robo himself, but I forget it's one of the other guys.
Was it Veebs?
Sorry, mate.
Veebs, was it?
It could have been, yeah. I missed it as soon as
they're the only two that I know from the Fwoosh.
Yeah, younger fella. But he had Randy up on a Zoom chat. I think it was Zoom, whatever streaming service they use, and it went on for 2 hours, 2 whole hours, just under.
Rookies.
I know, talking about everything, and he did not hold back. He went into everything, starting off with obviously had a catch up on how COVID's affecting them and all that. I've left a link for the whole thing in the description of this video, so go and check that out. Check out the full thing because we've got the highlights here. But yeah, so he started off no holds barred straight away with the Ninja Turtles. But before we get into that, before, I'm going to keep you holding on for a bit. Tom, do tell us what you've been getting up to recently. I do like finding out where my peers have been doing.
Pretty much nothing, if I'm honest. I started off getting into the October, the ACBA.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I managed about 7 days, and then it just went.
Yeah, you're doing better than I am, man. I don't know why. I said I'll do a couple because some of them seem fun, and I've just not been in the mood for doing photography.
It fires you up in one way, but in another way, you end up just doing something for the sake of getting a shot out, and then it's below par, and it's not what you wanted to do, but you've just put it up anyway.
I noticed that a lot of people want
to take away from it.
Do it on the day, and I'm seeing posts of previous themes, and it's kind of, that's cool. You can throw any theme you want from the previous ones. I'm tempted to do one of catch these hands because I've got a good shot idea, but it's whether I'll get the time to actually do it. Tomorrow's pretty much going to be booked out now. Then I'm back at work.
Today's one, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. I had a good Juggernaut Colossus shot I was going to do, or try and pull off anyway. But I don't know if I'll get the time.
But like, even if it just gives you an idea to do at some point, it doesn't even have to be for it. It's just giving you the ideas.
Yeah. I guess that's a benefit. You can take all those themes and apply them to shots down the line. You know, exactly. In a creative block and haven't got any ideas for a shot, you can just do it down the line. Where is my vape? Because I'm a dirty smoker. There it is. Dirty vapor. But yeah, so other than that, yeah, you got October, been building. You see, you just did a bit of rooftop work, didn't you?
Just that one off. I've got to stick the magnets on it because I ran out of magnets without realising when I started the build. I had to wait then but that's about it. That and a little bit of weathering to do on it, and that'll finish that one up.
Yeah.
I haven't built a dio in so long. I mean, all I've been doing lately is working.
Yeah.
Just work. So I start off with something easy, get back into it.
Just get your drive back, man. Get your groove back. Oh, we are joined by the boy of Turtle. He's the right way around now. I don't know if you can hear us yet.
I can only see him sideways.
I see Shearer in the reflection of the detail right there. There he is.
There we go.
Are we live?
We are live. How's it going, man? Everyone, Turtleboy83 is in the hizzy. Yeah, man, how you doing?
Good. Everything okay? Yeah.
I don't want my booming voice to come through and wake up your son. But Brandon, wake up! Oh, no, bless her. But I saw Shearer walking around in the background. I saw a reflection in a detox, so do a say hello for me. Yeah. Yeah, no, we just got into it, man. We haven't started on the interview stuff yet. But how's everything going with you, mate? You good?
Yeah, everything okay. Yes. It's a bit rainy.
Yeah, it's a bit, isn't it? It is a bit. No, I saw you pop into HMV. I saw that HMV, the brick and mortar store of HMV, is still kicking in the UK. And your one down in Brighton had some had Donatello in there for like 27 quid, which ain't bad.
Yeah, it was good. Actually, I was surprised.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I was
like,
mighty, but
yeah, they've all the single carded ones over here have bumped up past the £30 mark. So it's a bit. So I'm gonna be sucking on that like a baby's bottle. I'm dying for some caffeine. But yeah, okay, cool. We're all here. We're all good. So might as well dive right into it. Now, I was so Tom, Peter, here's my notes. I watched the interview again. But yeah, so I've already forgotten the chap's name, if it is that guy. But yeah, he kicked off straight away diving into what they're going to be doing with Loot Crate next year. Okay, so apparently, according to Randy, the Loot Crates were all successful. And there's going to be another 4 crates next year with different themes, but movie theme is going to be kicking off next year, back around again with another movie themed crate. And they're going to be expanding possibly more backers so that more people have the opportunity to grab it. And yeah, apparently, according to him, he wants to reassure everyone that the crate stuff is not going to hinder any retail shit. It's going to be basically the fun, quirky stuff that you would expect to be a variant or something that, you know, is cool enough, but not so cool that you're not going to miss it if you don't collect it. And so nothing of main stuff like that. So probably just alternate costumes or something really of a deep pull that we'll find. But it was interesting to say that right towards the very end of the interview, he tacked in on the end that the Loot Crate would be Secret of the Use themed for the movie. So that's interesting. What could go in a Loot Crate for Secret of the Use? Ah, ninja rap, go. I know Vanilla Ice figure would be very, very, very good. But yeah,
surely.
Well, it's perfect, wasn't it? I can understand he might be a little bit of a peg warmer, or he might fly off the shelves if they did him. I don't know. Would you grab a Vanilla Ice if they did one?
Of course I would. Who wouldn't grab Vanilla Ice?
Exactly. And then I'll need a Suge Knight figure and then have him hang him over the balcony. Yeah. Pietro, if they did a Vanilla Ice figure, would you grab it?
yeah, of course. Even the
Oh yeah. Yeah, gotta love it, man. So yeah, I don't know. He did touch upon a Vanilla Ice figure. Sounds unlikely, but yeah, he did also say that the remaining crates of this year would finish out on time at the end of the calendar year. So you've signed up for all of them, haven't you, Pietro? You got the other 2 coming too.
Yeah.
And that's the Shell Shock, and then they got you Bunny Rabbit, Bebop, and Rocksteady. Should be cool. See, now the price, I'm not you. I'd only. The good thing is you don't have to sign up for all of them. You can pick and choose if there's a particular figure that you wanted, and the T-shirt and the figure alone makes up the whole crate in terms of price. But yeah, I don't mind. I like some of the little knickknacks they throw in there. I think it's pretty cool. Well, the Foot Soldier bandana on the Spirit Splinter crate is one of my favourite things out of it. But yeah, so interesting. What do you reckon a Loot Crate Secret of Use figure might be?
I mean, it's hard to tell when they haven't released anything for it yet.
No, well, apart from Super Shredder and Token Raza, but in main character, like other main, yeah, I agree. We're going to see a shitload next year, though, apparently. but yeah, it is hard to tell. But the thing is, I was thinking about this, and I'll probably bring this up again later when we start going into more secret view stuff, which is part of the interview. Is that outside of the redesigns of the Turtles, regular Shredder, Super Shredder, Kino, the other actress who played April, and Professor Perry, Token Raza, of course, there isn't really any one main character they could pull that I don't think. There's more little side characters and novelty characters in the first movie than there are in the second that are rememberable. You know, rememberable, is that a word? You know, that are memorable.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like Chief Stern. Like,
Chief Stern.
I'd expect a figure of him before some of the side from Ooze.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what we'd have that the recruiter foot soldier who tells Kinos to get the bells off of the dummy. He didn't even have a name. The one that I don't know.
Yeah, working with
the other scientist guy. There isn't really, mate. I put see Tatsu, but there's a whole story about Tatsu we're going to get into in a bit. But other than that, yeah, I can't think of any other sort of side characters that they could pull from secret reviews wise. Let us know in the chat if you have any other suggestions. We've got here Star Marvel 76 says I'll customize a Vanilla Ice. That's a good shout. I might do the same using the 6-inch Marvel Legends. Yeah, I reckon people might. But yeah, I don't know. So it'll be a surprise all round, I guess, as soon as we find out in January. But yes, and then moving on, they touched upon the Pirate Bebop and Rocksteady. Now, Toy-Con New Jersey was a bit anticlimactic, if you want to put it lightly. That's pretty much all they revealed was the bunny suits and that. So we were kind of a bit gutted on, you know, they put out this big bit of artwork, and it's just we're all expecting some hype, but I guess he was saving it for this interview. But apparently they're not going to be a store exclusive. They're going to be available to all stores at Store NECA. And the video game Baxter Stockholm will be a deluxe figure on his own, because they're trying to not have the video game line just be a simple repaint line. They want to add in unique sculpt work and stuff like that. And those are going to be available in the spring. Now, I pulled up some pictures of the video game Baxter, and that thing looks crazy. So let me just share my screen for a moment. Is it that one? That one? This one here. Share. So we're going to have a bit of an inception moment right here. And okay. So I can get a full screen if it will load. Yeah. I mean, you got the pixelated paint job again. But apparently this big hand thing can actually hold a turtle in its grip. I don't remember him. Obviously, I didn't play this game particularly, so I don't remember him. This effect goes into the gun as well. So he's sort of shooting this energy hand out of the gun. There we go. It's a bit better. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool that this thing's got the strength to hold up. I doubt it would have the strength to hold it when it's in the gun. But yeah, as is,
No.
that's got a big enough grip to hold the turtle. See if there's any more.
It's good that it's completely bar maybe the wings.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how much reuse is actually in that.
Yeah, I know. Considering the cartoon line one's going to be in a 2-pack with Splinter, and this one's a full-on Ultimate figure. I guess possibly because the accessories are quite outrageous. We'll show us a side-by-side, actually.
Looks like it's a completely new sculpt.
Yeah, let me back out and see if there's... Where am I? I'm on this site, and so I want to get rid of that and go to get away. Waiting for this. There, that one. Here we go. Let me go out Turtles in Time and just go that one. Go to images, which we have. See, it does look like a new sculpt. Yeah, it does look like a completely new sculpt.
Yeah, maybe the back arms can't look the same, but
Toy Arc, good old Toy Arc. Yeah, you're getting those soon. Come on, where's that image I just loaded? Typical internet. Screw it, we'll find it. Yeah, so it does. Oh, sorry. Oh well. I'll back out this. That was a damn you, Toy Arc. Damn you. Let's come out of that and go to this one again. Yeah, so it does look like it's a GNU scope, which is cool if they're keeping it that way. So yeah,
that's a taller as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I think the cartoon line one will be a bit of a short ask because I think Baxter was a boss in the video game, so like a big villain.
Well, I mean, you can see because if you look at the unpainted one there, that's the video game one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
So you can see that. I think it's maybe bar those rear arms.
Yeah.
Even the wings look different.
Just yeah, they do actually. Different shape, different everything. There you go. And I think this is Super 7's glow in the dark version. But yeah, so fair play to them for going for a different bark. I mean, they could have easily just reused it and just capitalised on the repaint.
I do love that Super 7 one as well, though.
Yeah, it does look. Well, I loved the Playmates, and of course, it's just.
Yeah, I've still got it.
Yeah. Oh, you bastard! Yeah, I love that. The arms and the wings kept falling off whenever you plugged them in for me because I just wore them out. But
I've still got it. I've still got the fly swatter with the little turtle smashed onto it, and.
Oh dear! Have you, Turtle Boy? Have you got old Baxter, classic Baxter, in your cabinet behind you?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay, stop sharing on this. So yeah, that's what they've said about the latest in the Turtles in Time lot. But what also really piqued my interest, only because I'm hoping they go down this route, is that they're going to branch out to do other TMNT video games, not just the arcade ones that we're seeing now, that were the video games that appeared on other consoles like the NES. And he mentioned, which is what pricked my interest, on like the fighting games. Now, I was a Sega kid. I only had a Mega Drive. I didn't get into Nintendo until the N64, so I never played any of the TMNT titles, apart from that little handheld thing that was like this green triangle thing, and it was just a little screen that I had. Now, if they're going to go down more video game routes, the latest in that route would be their downloadable characters for Injustice 2. And they looked awesome. That announcement trailer, that entrance trailer, which they showed you of them appearing, was just phenomenal. And the designs look really, really cool too. So if they do those, I'm all over them because they looked amazing. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But I'm glad they're branching out into other video games. Yeah, so is there any other video game did you play any of the other video games at all? Because I can't remember, I don't know anything about the rest of them.
I remember I played the first one, like the arcade, like the very first one that came out. I can't really remember it much, to be honest. It was like so long ago, but I know I played. I remember the cover more than anything of the game.
Yeah, there's the box art more memorable. Yeah. So it will be interesting to see what ones they branch onto. Then basically they spoke a little bit more about that. Nothing too interesting, and then they sort of swiftly moved into the cartoon line, and this is where Pietro's wallet decided just to walk on and run away. And anyone who's collecting the cartoon line, your wallet just had a heart attack. So yeah, basically, so recently we just had the 4 main sets drop here as pre-orders in the UK, and also another stick it to the US, but not really. I do feel sorry for them on this occasion that the pre-order on the NECA site was international only, but Target have got to had their pre-orders go up, I believe, if I remember, or if they're still waiting. I know Drip Mode was having some trouble trying to get them. But yeah, so we had the Baxter and Splinter set go up for pre-order, the Rat King and Vernon, the Triceraton Soldier and the robot, I forget his name.
Rodney.
That's it. And then Zarlax and Zork, or the other two Triceratons. So all 4 of those went up for pre-order, and the annoying thing is they're not due out until April next year, which I know, Pietro, you weren't too happy about at all, were
No, at all. Yeah. I can't wait 7 months. No.
You're going to have to. Yeah.
Can be glad Mayfake sent making it.
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. They're turning into Mayfakes with their bloody pre-orders and their shipping dates. So it's a bit of a pain in the arse. I mean, we're going to get shit late in the UK. But so what one did they put up for pre-order on the NECA store then? Is it the Triceraton Soldier and the robot?
Yeah.
Did you grab that PO?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Thanks to Zelu.
Shout out to Zelu. So yeah, no, hopefully then they put the others slowly, like one by one.
I wish for Splinter. The rest, I can wait for the others. The Rat King as well. Actually, I want him, but yeah, I can't wait for the Triceratons.
Yeah, no, that was a beautiful thing. The Splinter looks to be the best one they've done so far.
Yeah.
Without doubt. Kill that. Let's go here. Yeah, no, yes, large screen. Sorry, computer's going all over the place. Yeah, Splinter looks absolutely beautiful. And I remember.
I really like Vernon.
Yeah, I know. Right. I remember that. Remember him as soon as I saw that figure. I instantly remembered him from the cartoon because there's so many. It's been so long since I watched that, and I forget what characters are in it. And just seeing their designs again just reminded me of seeing them in the cartoon. Now I know obviously they did them in the movie style, but do you reckon we'll see the pizza mutant sewer monsters in a 2-pack at some point? Probably. They look like aliens from Alien.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I reckon so.
That could be some sort of exclusive for maybe Luke.
Could be. So yeah, we got here we go. Yeah. Now what they did talk about, which I thought was very interesting, is that the product charts that they've done for Alien and Predator. They show you a big chart of every single figure that they've done, a downloadable version, where they're working on one for the cartoon line of Turtles. And what they're going to do is they're going to put one online that's basically documenting everything that they've started with up until what we currently know is out for online. But they're also going to make a printed version to stuff in the packaging of some of the cartoon line boxes so that you actually have it like that old school toy feel when you flip it over the back and you see it. But they're going to put some of the newer figures that they're going to reveal on that, and that will be the only way you find out that they're coming, like they did back in the day. Now that's going to piss some people off. I find it quite cool.
I like that.
I like that too. So the only way you're going to know what's coming out next, so you're going to look at it and think, oh shit, that's on its way. Yeah, so they're going to put new reveals on the printed version of this product list that's going to be inside the boxes of some of their latest box sets coming out. Yeah, so you have to buy them all, Turtleboy. You're going to have to buy them all. You have to do an unboxing exclusive right here to find out what's coming next. Unless it gets spoiled online.
The days of not knowing what's coming until you walk into a toy shop and see it.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. Exactly. Star Marvel 76. I just played this last week. Hated it. The hand in the game looks dope with the figure, and Kino figure I would love, an Ernie Reyes figure. I believe that they have sort of semi-confirmed an Ernie Reyes. It's got to be. He's one of the main characters, for sure. So yeah, that I thought was really quite interesting in how they're going to do those reveals. I was worried because I thought the product chart will be for everything that they've done, and I'm like, don't do this to me with movie lines. Don't do this to me then. But it's going to get spoiled online because America will get them first. You're going to have that in the NECA groups, just bastards. I know. One thing they did talk about afterwards was going into their bigger scale stuff in terms of the street diorama, the cartoon version, and because of the success of the preview of that, the interviewer, I still forget his name, asked Randy if that opened the doors for other things. And we kind of have spoken about this before, but he did confirm that it was yes and definitely yes. So the things that they're looking into bringing in is stuff that we've sort of speculated that they may have rumored on before, is a possible sewer layer attachment to go underneath the street diorama, and then a turtle van in the cartoon format.
Yeah.
It'll probably be pre-order only because you won't be able to get it in stores. So yeah, that's what I mean. The cartoon collectors, man, they're just, oh, I could just feel the nut punch in your wallets because I'm like you, Tom. I'm kind of like the angel and devil. Like Angel saying, yes, it's a good thing you're not collecting the line because it's just saving your money. Focus on the movie. And the devil saying, you bitch, why aren't you collecting this thing? You love it. You love it. Look at it. Smell it. And just, yeah. So
Like
I feel for you.
ago when I showed it to you, you were like, you liked them, yeah.
Yes, I know. Yeah, they have them in hand.
Buy it.
Like the lot you got underneath your doc diorama right now. You got obviously that's where your cartoon line starts on your detox behind you.
Yeah.
And I was just perusing them and I was like, these look really, really good, man. These look really good. So it just furthered that back and forth. Cum si, cum sa, as if the Rock would say.
I'm so happy I didn't collect them, but I'm so gutted that I didn't collect them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm determined just stick with the movies. But if they finish up this Turtles line, the cartoon line, or finish up the movie line and move on to either the 2012 series or the IGN comic, that'll break me. I'll have to get into at least one of those. I love both lines from both the show and the comic are just so good.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully they just got to keep this ball rolling, you know. Because even Randy said himself, he absolutely loves the 2012 series as well. So, and Trevor, the sculptor guy, who's their TMNT fanatic, is on top of it as well. So, I mean, who knows what will be coming next? I know they want to try and bring in some of the comic book line back again, which we'll touch upon a bit later because he did go into about that. So, yeah, with the Turtle Van, and apparently there's going to be more growth for the cartoon line in 2020. He alluded to that, which we knew was coming. They're going to do it all. So every character that you've possibly ever seen in the cartoon, they'll probably do a figure of.
Yeah.
Just
That's
give us your
the card was basically a 20-minute advert for toys.
Yeah.
Every week there was something different on it. And it ran for what, 5 years, was it? 6 years?
I mean, that's the whole reason
got
wasn't it? Was to sell the toys. They just didn't realise they had a bloody good, entertaining cartoon. You know, I saw a Facebook post today about the Thundercats, and it said, "Doesn't you think that how great the opening credits of the Thundercats were a bit misleading? It's just making you think that that's how good the whole show was going to be." And it's kind of like, well, Turtles was like that, but I still loved it. You know, Turtles had a great opening credits.
Yeah.
Done by Chuck Lorre.
Mm.
The guy that done 2.5 Men and God knows what else.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day when he was a struggling musician. And it's his voice. Like where you hear the speaking voice on the intro of the cartoon, that's Chuck Lorre doing it.
Yeah.
I did not know that. There you go. Factoid of the day. But yeah, so prepare yourself, Turtle Boy, for that cabinet is going to get more and more cramped.
Yeah, very. But the Turtle Van is the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Like he would say he'd want the.
It would be the
cannon.
first time to have like a cartoon accurate Turtle Van for action figures.
Yeah, for sure. God help us if they start going into other vehicles like the module and Christ. I mean, I thought that the Technodrome playset as a kid, I thought that was monstrous. And it was for us as a kid, you know. It was a big chunk of plastic. Nowhere near as big as the Street Diorama playset that you've got for your kid. Is that based on the 2012 that you've got?
2018.
Oh, the 2018 one.
Yeah.
That's gigantic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have room for that when I was a kid. I think that would be a straight flat.
Yeah, I had the 2012 one for my lad when that's what got him into the Turtles.
Yeah.
And that's about, well, he was 5, I think, when I got him that, and it was taller than him at that point. And I think they probably just repainted it for the 2018 one.
Probably, yeah.
Similar. It's similar.
Yeah, because you've got the one. What's great. That's what I love about your display is that you got you've got the original one that we had as a kid on top of your Detolf. And you've got the one for your lad now from the later reiterations of Turtles, and it's just great side by side. This is what I grew up with. This is what you grew up with, and that's just something that I find really great. You know, again, why I love this hobby, and having kids in this hobby, you've got the best parents. The parents are the biggest geeks going. We loved it, and we, you know, it's like walking into a toy store every time you come home from school. It's great. Just don't touch any of them. And they also, going on to the interview, they spoke about what's going on with the Quartz Scout cartoon line, and apparently all of them are done. They're just delaying the packaging. They're just trying to get license approval for the particular design they've got for the packaging. But other than that, all of them are done, and we should see one per quarter, providing everything goes ahead. Which would be really cool for anyone who collects the quartz scales. They're on their way, apparently. Is it Turtle Boy? Is it a quartz scale? I mean, I'm assuming you've got to put the brakes on it at some point. But would you get the quartz scales yourself of the cartoon line, or are you okay with the movie ones?
No, I'm okay with the small one.
Yeah.
No. I don't have space for that.
No, I know.
Not with the amount of the other ones you've got.
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. It's a no. They're great. They're more accurate than the small one, for sure. But yeah, it's a no.
There is a line. There is a line. There doesn't have to be a line, provided you've got the space and the money. But, you know, depending on the circumstances, there is a line. For me, it's just there. That's it. Until I get another one of these. Sadly, for me, I'd love to have it all, but no. And then we finally get to the portion interview we've all been waiting for, the movie line. And yeah, he starts us off easy with a little bit of Toka and Raza news, basically saying they're going to be on time, no hindrance or delay in production. There'll be a packaging reveal soon, and all is set to be, you know, the schedule to meet the schedule of shipping in November, and we'll find out a more precise shipping date in a couple of weeks' time. So you got that to look forward to. And then he went on to the April figure. Bit more updated on the April figure. Apparently we should see it in the springtime. The process of Judith Hogue actually going to NECA Studios and documenting the process and all that's kind of hindered because of COVID still. She hasn't able to get down there, so they've had to do more telecommunication, Zoom and just texting and stuff like that. So I don't know if we get to see this documentary, how much of it will be live in person there at the studio or just a bunch of clips from just speaking like this. So not sure on that one, but it's good to know. But she's also, which I find really cool, and what Randy found really cool, is that she's asked to basically get the names of every single person that's going to be involved in the making of a figure and the production of it, including photographs, and talk to them directly about the figure. So all of the creative team get the shine, not just Randy and the company name, which I thought was really, really cool. Yeah, he then did go on and talk about what her deco would be like. Now, sadly, he didn't mention anything about her clothing, which is kind of the big clue that we wanted to, is whether she's going to be having the yellow jacket or she's going to be more casually dressed. We don't know on that yet, but apparently they're going to go for the photorealistic printing in terms of the color and the details, like they've been doing with a lot of their figures now. And yeah, so Randy's been texting her some examples of, you know, how that looks. So we're going to get a really detailed face print of April, which is good to know. Sculpt is already there. Not going to floor them on the sculpt, although to me they struggled a little bit with Michael J. Fox and the Back to the Future figures, but I'm sure they'll be fine with.
Yeah, they don't look as good as I hoped.
The Doc does. Biff and Marty, for me, they're okay, but I thought they would have been a little bit better.
I think a bit of a repaint on them though, and they'll be really good.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the old Black series where they look like the sculpt's there, but the paint lets it down.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, it's an example that he provided her with a Ray from 2015 figure up to the Rise of Skywalker's figure, and they showed you the difference. And he sent her over side by side of that and said, look how far the technology's come now. But it's kind of like, yeah, but you're Back to the Future line, man. Unless Michael J. Fox just got one of those faces.
No, it's true. Mark Hamill's the same.
Yeah.
Even with all the photo print in the world, there hasn't been a great Mark Hamill likeness yet. Even the Hot Toys wasn't perfect.
No, exactly. That's it. That is it. Star Mold 76, bless him. Vanilla Ice is very close to the TMNT brand, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out. I would have thought that, considering he was on the Toys That Made Us in documentary. I would have thought he would have been all up for it. So hopefully so.
He'll pour himself out for anything at this stage of his career. Like, I don't think he'd be first.
No, he's more into real estate than music, but he still tries to climb back to those glory days. I'm not surprised. Total Van would be great, but yes, not on my wallet. Mikey figure almost pulled the trigger on the $200 1/6 figure. That must have been who did the 1/6 scale? I think those figures were based on the Michael Bay movies, weren't they?
Yeah, that was. But they. No, they weren't 3A, were they? Or were they 3A?
Who's the ones that did the Ghostbusters 1/6 scale? I forget. The Blitzway, wasn't it? Blitzway.
Was it Blitzway that did them?
Yeah, I think it was Blitzway.
I don't remember.
But I'll tell you what, I've got a bloody thing in front of me that'll tell me.
So I've got a laptop and a computer. Why are we sitting there going, why is that? We got all the time. We got Google, man. Damn it. Yeah, good call on that one. Yeah, Chuck Lorre wrote the cartoon song. Sung the theme tune. Sing the theme tune. So yeah, that'd be cool. Hopefully we see some more updates.
Yeah, it was 3A made those.
3A.
Sorry,
3A.
a movie Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Going on in the movie line, they finally confirmed that yes, they have been back in touch with Elias about an unmasked Casey figure. It wasn't just, oh, we saw the Instagram post of his, but we haven't had a second chance to speak to him yet, so we don't know. They have, and they've worked out a deal, and all is a green light is a go for an unmasked Casey. Not just one unmasked Casey, we're going to be getting two completely different kinds, not just a straight re-release of the old figure. That one. Which will be interesting. So I'm going to call it right now. If we're going to get two different kinds of unmasked Casey head, I'm going to throw out there as what we speculated before is a farm version in the wife beater and a foot soldier in disguise. So basically his head on a foot soldier body.
Yeah.
Just as a variant. Maybe with the ponytail. I don't know.
I wanted to do one with like a raised mask, just like sitting on his head or something.
Raised mask would be good. I would have suggested, like, the only other time he had a different look, because I've got his head
That's
off.
a very different fucking look from the one
Yeah,
you've got.
exactly. I'm in the middle of doing a custom unmasked Casey, so I've done the usual, got it all off. But in terms of the figure, there was a time when he didn't have the jean jacket on and just this top. But again, this is loose. Take notes with the Back to the Future line. Could have done that with Marty, but you haven't. You're going to give us a whole new figure for that. But yeah, this is loose. This can easily come off, and then you've got yourself a t-shirted Casey Jones. So yeah, other than that, and the wife beater where he's wearing the vest, and yeah, having being a foot soldier in disguise. The only two kind of different looks that he had in the movie. Like you say, he could have a lifted up mask version.
But yeah, I mean, he didn't have the biggest wardrobe, so the foot soldier one makes the most sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they do like a Rescue a Splinter 2-pack with Danny.
That'd be good. That would be good. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'd go for that easily. I'm gonna put my notes over here, Ben. Yeah, so yeah, more. Here we go. Yeah, so Casey Figs, not essential. Straight release of 2021. Yeah, okay. Then he briefly spoke about the Oroku Saki and Hamada Yoshi 2-pack. Apparently they will be next year. That is literally all he said about it. He kept it clean and quiet. Don't know why, but yeah, he didn't go on any more about that. What he did, however,
going to be like the movie Loot Crate for next year.
Don't know. Well, if we'll say could be. There's two figures out. I'm surprised.
Yeah, good point.
Might be con exclusive. Maybe a con exclusive. Probably that's why I reckon there's something going on with that 2-pack. It's probably why he's keeping the details closer to his chest. Mm-hmm. He did, however, continue on to say that the movie line will continue, and what's this I put? Oh yeah, there'll be more ultimates and more 2-packs coming. So basically, yeah. So they're gonna carry on with this, rolling into, I don't know how much more they got. Are they going to do the first movie, then roll into the second? But we'll see. And then he moved on to my favorite part of the interview, the Tatsu conversation. And this is brilliant. This is hilarious. Hence why I made the thumbnail. Apparently, he got asked straight up, "What's going on with Tatsu? Are you going to try and go for him? Are you going to get him? Whatnot?" He sort of dodged it at first, and then he came and circled back around himself. He wasn't prompted at all. And he goes, "Regarding Tatsu, they're still trying to get in touch with the actor." Now, we all thought, because we heard that, he's gone on and dedicated the rest of his life to his martial art. But I thought, I just had the picture of him being up in, like, the mountainside of some sort of temple, just chopping down bamboo with no communication, just high in the clouds. But no, he runs a martial art dojo in California. And they tried emailing him and phoning him. And on one occasion, he hung up the phone on them, probably thinking that they were a telemarketer or an overzealous fan. And I laughed my head off at that. I could just imagine, boosh, just down. That made me laugh so hard. But they said, nonetheless, they are still trying. They said if it wasn't for COVID, they'll be hopping on the plane and going to his martial art dojo and trying to get a meeting with him in person. We might have to break some bricks beforehand, but yeah. So they got apparently a really good pairing for him in a 2-pack, which would be interesting. So they're eager to get him made because they really want to do him. So they're just trying to get hold of him for now. And at the moment, it's seeming difficult, but they're still trying. And they're not going to give up.
That'll be the foot soldier that he killed.
Could be
unmasked.
Yeah,
unmasked foot soldier.
Yeah, unmasked foot soldier. Yeah, because he beats one up in the dojo, doesn't
he? Yeah, he's the one at the start of the movie that he gives the band to, and then
that's right.
Like that 3/4 of the way through, like kills him. The circle of life.
You live by the foot and you die by the foot.
Or the young Sam Rockwell as well.
We still need that figure.
Stop it! Stop teasing me with your imagination, Turtle Boy, because it's a bloody good. That'll be a bloody good 2-pack.
Yeah, 2 packets of cigarettes, the regular or menthol.
Oh yeah, I was watching a commentary. One movie commentary is like a Mr. Sunday movie sort of like overview of the movie, and they are talking about how right at the end when this Chief Stearns approaches Sam Rockwell and says, "What the hell happened out here?" And he goes, "You'll get all your answers at hold on. Peter Laird, Eastman. That's it. The East Warehouse on Lairdman Islands or something like that." And apparently those two things don't exist, and they were a play on Eastman and Laird names, which I thought was a quite fun little fact that they threw that in there. It's a nice little nod to them. But yeah, so they got a good pairing for Tatsu, and they're just trying to get hold of him. So and that just had me rolling. But then he moved on to next year, which apparently is the 30th anniversary of Secret of the Use, and they was trying to get out of him what we can expect main character wise, and he spoke about how the regular Shredder from Secret of Use is a lot different than one we saw in the first movie. They kind of hinted on Twitter that regular Shredder will be coming. It's kind of a given, so we can probably expect that. Don't expect Vanilla Ice. We'll see. Crazier things have happened, like we've been speculating. There's a good chance, he's very much involved. And that's kind of, and obviously then he mentioned obviously the next year's Loot Crate will be Secret of the Use thing. And they didn't really go too much into detail, apart from we'll be seeing a lot of Secret of the Use stuff more next year to in line with the anniversary of that, which makes me think, will we see the April actress from that movie start getting involved and doing Zoom pizza parties and shit? Because Judith Ho's kind of owning that shit right now.
As she should be.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm tempted. That's what I mean. I'm tempted to invite her to this.
You can keep the other one.
Who I thought was, as a kid, more attractive. How was I wrong? How wrong was I? Especially in the third one, because you got the short hair, and I'm like, no. Yeah. So, what do you make of all of that, guys?
It's interesting. There's a lot of good stuff, but he did play it close to his chest.
he gave us stories and just some updates rather than big reveal on anything. Like I said, the biggest reveal news-wise would be from a movie sort of portion. Would the fact that we'll be getting 2 different head sculpts for Casey, like unmasked kind of figures. Kind of the only thing he sort of let loose. But you're right, he was keeping a lot of things close to the chest and just teasing here and there where he could. But it's getting him to speak on it and seeing how and what we can, you know, discuss and sort of speculate on what the little tidbits that he's given us that I quite enjoy. So yeah, he went in to a level and then, but sort of just kept it here. He didn't go any further. You know, he chucked us a little curveball with the 2 Caseys over the wall, but then he just kept it here and just did the whole neighbour from Home Improvement, just, you know, over the fence. You never see any more. Yeah.
You have to wonder if we'd have actually had cons this year, would we have seen some of the stuff that he's not talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they now trying to drag it out as much, because you haven't got the big cons where you would get a lot of press? Is it just drip feeding people over the year? Is kind of doing the same job for him? It's just keeping him constantly in the public eye?
Yeah, instead of having all your buzz around one weekend and then have it just sort of slowly die down, you could, with this way, they can play it where they can keep the buzz going each week if they wanted to.
Yeah.
And stretch it really far out, like on Total Tuesday. What are we going to get? Oh, well, you know that figure that we've been talking about that's coming out? Well, here's the packaging for it. And, you know, from a different angle. And there you go, that's 1 week down. It's coming like, oh, they could really milk the hell out of this.
Yeah.
So
but I feel like McFarlane are doing the same. But I mean,
McFarlane
be releasing 30 figures a week.
They're literally just unloading every single week, but they've got more and more.
They've gone crazy. Hasbro have been doing a lot of it, though.
Yeah, they're dropping little bits and pieces here and there. I reckon they've got the right balance. I think we love the Turtles so much that we're not getting enough. So we're clambering onto interviews like this. McFarlane are literally covering us in our face, neck and chest. And we're, not all of it's looking as great as we would like, but most of it is. And Hasbro are kind of just in that sweet spot of just enough to keep us going. And
they'll tell you what you want to hear, but they don't throw it all at you.
Yeah. It's like, you know, just having like enough, eating enough just to quench your hunger, and then you'll be hungry again in a couple of hours' time. It's that. It's giving us just enough, and then we'll be ready for more like next week or something like that. Just to keep the buzz going. They've sort of hit the nail on the head in terms of how much they're revealing.
But unless they're also worried, because I mean, I think it was yesterday, I was watching an Anthony's Custom review of the new April set, and he was talking about Turtle Burnout. That we're getting a lot of product, and do we think at some point there's going to be too much of it, where people are going to start backing away because they can't afford to keep up with it?
It's a point. I mean, he's got a point.
And maybe that's the reason why they're slowing down on the reveals and not revealing everything all at once, so that you're not overloaded.
Yeah.
But if they're keeping it at like 1-2 pack every couple of months, it's easy to keep up with. Probably not as much as people want, but it's a more economically sensible way of doing it.
It is. But I mean, even the rate they're doing it now, people are struggling to find them in stores. So they say they want more, and then they bitch that they can't get them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, no, you've got it okay. You've got plenty of time to find that 1 pack before another one drops. Yeah, I agree. I don't want to overload everything. That's why when you sent me with the screenshot of the pre-orders up on Toys-R-Us, it took me a moment to realise that I was actually looking at the Toys-R-Us pre-order. I thought I was looking at the NECA store. And I thought, no, they haven't just put all 4 up for pre-order on the NECA store at full price. That's like 250 quid gone instantly. I know. But yeah, so I guess they'll just drip feed it here and there. The cartoon line, I think people might get burnt out on the cartoon line if they do go too heavy on it. Movie figures, I think, is what we could do with more news on.
Because I think that's really slowed down. I think it'll pick up again once. I mean, it got a bit of a boost with Super Shredder, and then obviously when Tucker and Razard drop, it would be another big push in their direction again.
Yeah.
But I think we wouldn't see any more movie reveals until after they've dropped.
Yeah.
And I think that there won't be too long between them dropping and us seeing the next figures, so they can ride that wave.
Yeah.
Because I think these figures are going to cause quite a buzz when they drop.
I think so. People will start getting, he did say that we are due to have some sort of more, like, we're going to see more of what's coming out. Like, definitely another reveal, something or other, before the end of the calendar year. So I think you're right. They're probably waiting for Token Raza to get here, because he did say that the accessory pack is being worked on right now, and because they're having to tool a few more new pieces, and that should look to ship before Chinese New Year, which I believe is like February next year, something like that.
So maybe in January.
I thought it was earlier than that, but fair play.
Yeah.
I knew it weren't going to be at the same time as Token Raza, it would be afterwards. I just didn't know how much afterwards it would be.
Like early part of next year, probably.
Yeah.
For those.
Which is fine. For an accessory pack, there's no rush for that. It's just nice to know it's coming. But yeah, I think you're right. I think they're going to wait for everyone to start getting Token Raza in hand and have all the Instagram and Facebook lit up with, toy photography of them.
That is the most anticipated one, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the most sensible way to do it, is to, rather than trying to create a buzz, just hop on the back of a buzz that's already there.
That you've already created. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a good way of doing it. It's a good way of doing it for sure. Let's have a look at the chat. Yeah, cool. Elias is down with it. Definitely interested. Yeah, for sure. So it's good that we're getting a couple more cases, not the same as what we've got before. And yeah, so that's kind of wraps up things for the movie side of things. And then he did go into a little bit of the comic side of specialty stores, obviously. He said straight up he wants to continue putting out comic figures touching on past stuff and present, and he's definitely interested in the new publishings, and he would love to do Last Ronin figures. And he even got asked, do you know who it is yet? And he goes, I can't say anything. So Randy knows, and he won't say.
If he knows, he's prepping figures. There's no other reason he would know.
No. Yeah. Doesn't matter how tight you are with Laird and Eastman, even though you've done cons with them or something. There's no reason for them to just spoil it for, or give you that information.
No.
If he knows, his exact words were, I can't say. So he knows. He knows straight up. So if they're prepping figures, then, ooh, yeah. Let us know if you're going to be excited for Last Ronin figures. We're excited for the book to drop this week.
I cannot wait for that.
Is this week?
This week, man.
The 28th.
So we're going to find it in UK too?
Yeah,
it drops the same day, 28th in the UK. I've already got my pre-order set.
I don't know. I'm yet to do it. Don't know whether to, because that's my payday, is to just go into Forbidden Planet after work and try my luck firsthand. But I probably will go for a subscription and then probably get a variant cover.
Just bear in mind, they've apparently underprinted the first issue.
Yeah,
and they have ordered the second print, and I think they've doubled the second print from the first print. But that's not going to hit till December.
Yeah.
Which is when the second issue hits as well. So I think you'll get the reprint of issue 1 and issue 2 dropping around the same sort of time.
Okay. Yeah.
So getting it in store is always more fun.
Yeah. I just don't know. Yeah. I mean, luckily there's none of the old, apart from like 1 or 2 of the old staff that was working with me when I was there is still there. I think one guy in merchandise and our I wouldn't mess with him, cleaner. Hector, his name is. Loveliest bloke on the planet. I would never, ever, ever speak ill of him because I'd find there'd be probably crosshairs at the back of my head. With a name like Hector, you might know why. But yeah, apparently this ain't just me being a speculative judge. No, this is stories that I've heard. So there is a little bit of substance there to be scared. But he's adorable bloke. It really is a nice bloke. So yeah, I might take a trip in there. I haven't been in there in a while. No, so I'm gonna take a trip at some point, probably tomorrow. If you're in London, mate, we'll probably pop in tomorrow. We'll do that. If so I'll tie it with you.
To ask you. So.
Oh yeah. I'll just just dropped them. Yeah, I forgot. So we'll sort that out behind the scenes. But yeah, so I will get pre-ordered because those covers look pretty good, and there's no way I'm missing out. I'll pay a little bit more for a first print because obviously the prices have gone up from.
But you've got plenty of choice of varying covers anyway.
Oh yeah, tons. So you said there were 70, weren't there?
70 different covers.
Jesus Christ.
That's when you've got a lot of faith in your book.
Absolutely, yeah. Just tap into all the different artists you know. To say, hey, did you fancy doing a cover for this with me?
I mean, the reviews so far say the hype that it's getting doesn't do it justice. So it's going to be a good book.
Yeah,
I just hope they get 5 issues.
Yeah,
it's slightly annoying it doesn't as well, so we're not going to finish it till May. But that's still quicker than a lot of the Mayfex figures I've pre-ordered. So
yeah, exactly. We'll find out who the last Ronin is way before we even get anything. Your Miles Morales, man.
Right?
How many times are they going to keep pushing that back?
Yeah, don't. That's January now. That'd be near on 18 months.
Fuck me. It took nearly 2 years for Infinity War Thor to come out. So it's it's a pain. It's a struggle, that one.
Those shorts better good.
He also did say he wanted to try and revisit the Mirage ones again, and possible re-release of the Mirage Turtles, which would be good. No idea on what kind of capacity, color, black and white, who knows? But he definitely wants to revisit that.
That'd be good. That'll piss people off. And
possibly the Archie style. They spoke about the Archie style because there's a lot to pull from in there as well, not just the Eastman and Laird stuff. So yeah, whatever tickles your pickle. Apparently they're trying to in the comic book realm. They're looking into it.
Well, a lot of choice there. So
yeah, for sure. And sort of last thing, TMNT wise, last thing he sort of really spoke about after that was that there'll be more NECA store pre-orders where possible, and there'll be more stock going into stores to try and help people struggling during the hunt. He said that they're not going to put everything on pre-order because they still want to maintain relationships with those they have, their retail partners with, and but yeah, they'll do pre-orders where possible. We did touch upon the backlash a little bit. But yeah, he brushes it off most of the time. But other than that, that's kind of everything that I managed to pull highlight-wise from the TMNT side of things. He did go into a little bit of Gremlins and not really much on the Back to the Future thing. But yeah, so the rest of the whole interview is linked in the description below if you want to check it out. They do go into detail on other bits and pieces, but they are the main highlights for the interview. And I thought it was really interesting. You know, a lot more there than I thought we would get out of him for 2 hours. So yeah. Interesting stuff. So yeah, so comic book wise, I don't know, would you, because I missed out on the Mirage stuff entirely. Did you grab any, Tom, of the Mirage stuff when it came out?
No, that was before my time. I had the bootleg ones that most people seem to have, with the coloured bandanas that literally smelled like cancer when you opened the box. Like they were brutal. But they were quite good.
Yeah.
You just had to like aerate them for a good few hours before you did anything with them.
His turtle's gone bad. Sell by date on him.
If they re-release those, I would probably jump on it.
Yeah.
If they do the red bandana for the lot of them, because the original books were so good. That I would get onto that, and if they re-release, because they've done the 5-pack as well of the villain, like the Shredder and the 4 different foot soldiers, and the little Utrom.
Yeah.
If they single card those, I would probably pick up a Shredder. I don't know if I'd bother with the foot, but I'd pick up a Shredder.
Yeah.
And the 4 turtles, and they done an April, because I had the April
Hmm.
figure for it, the genuine one, which had fucking no articulation, like that was old school NECA.
Yeah, they're just like McFarlane posable statues.
Yeah, but it was a good figure. It came with a couple of mouses as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So if they drop those again, I would be tempted to pick them up.
Yeah.
I only got rid of the April because I got rid of the turtles because they would just stink in my fucking house out constantly, and like they were good, but you could tell they were bootlegs.
Yeah.
Quite easy, and it was just annoying me. So I got rid of them, and I was like, well, I'll get rid of the April because I'm never going to pay the money that the originals are going for.
No.
Like 200-300 quid to get the turtles. It's just ridiculous.
I can't imagine how much because they were the black and white ones, weren't they?
Black and white.
They done a set of black and white and a set of color.
Yeah.
I think they got 3 separate releases as well, because the black and white was in a 4-pack box set, and then I think they were single carded with a diorama piece to make up a street, and then they were single carded again without the dio piece, I think, and they were like in tubes, which are then
That's right.
the tube ones are the ones that the bootleg copied, the sort of packaging for in the tubes.
Yeah, not enough Febreze in the world. That sounds of things. But yeah, I'll probably be the same because it was. I've got it down here. It was. So I really hadn't tapped that much into the comic myself until I got turned on to this book, and it's phenomenal, which is the autobiography. Highly recommend getting this book. It's on eBay for a decent price, and it's fantastic. Just basically it's all by Eastman, pulling out old archive pictures of all their original sketches and going through the stories behind them and about the different issues and the panels and the ideas they had and all the big posters and all the different artists they got to work with and all the different, the variant covers and all sorts, all the way through up until when they finished.
Every time I see that book, it's just the cover from that book is the cover of the graphic novel that I had.
Yeah.
Which I think was...
It's great.
I think it was the 4th one they released.
Yeah.
Which had the Leonardo one-shot and I think 3 issues of the Turtles book. And if you read it, if you watch the film and then read that book, you will instantly see, because it starts with Leonardo walking through the street, getting attacked by the Foot, which is basically they changed it to Raph for the movie, but it beat for beat pretty much you can see where they got it all from, and then they go to the farm and
I know they introduced the Casey Jones introduction. They threw in there because that was like issue 3 or 4.
Casey Jones came in the Raph one shot because they each took their own one shot.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
So the Leonardo one shot is reprinted in the graphic novel that I had because it leads into that story.
Yeah.
So they were kind of one shots, but then leading into the main story.
Yeah, they're sort of just individual stories with each brother. Yeah, they talk about that in here actually. The individuals, I forget what they're called. Here we go, the 1 issue micro series. Like as the Raphael cover with Casey Jones.
Yeah. So that was the first introduction of Casey.
Yeah.
In the whole Turtles universe.
Yeah, it's called Me, Myself, and I think, right?
Yeah. 1 issue measure insane. I think so. Trying to see if it had a title on it. Oh yeah, they go into it all in here. But yeah, great book. Highly recommend it. But yeah, speaking of the movie itself, might as well let the good folks know. I don't know if you're up for it, Pietro, with the watch along. I don't know if it's something you want to do.
When?
Next Saturday, if you're around.
Probably.
Yeah, because what we're going to do is, if any of you guys are around, I know it's Halloween, but I know not a lot of people doing anything. And if you're bored of horror movies or that new Brie House Haunted Hill TV show shit. Yeah, we will be hosting a watch party of the first Ninja Turtles movie. Yeah, right here. You'll need your own copy. Obviously, I can't show it on the stream, but you'll see our lovely faces and we'll be having commentary over it. So just us three kicking back and enjoying this movie together. Yeah, providing commentary. And if you fancy joining in, please, by all means, feel free to. And we'll obviously chop it up in the chat. But you will need your own some version of the film to watch along with us. Obviously, time it with us so you can watch it all along in all its glory. But we will be doing that, and I can't wait because that'll be absolutely brilliant. That'll be such a good fun run.
You can hear some really insightful commentary from us.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at that scene. That's my favourite scene. Look at that. Yeah, just random shit like that. And it was Tom's
going to be remember to talk and not just watch the film.
Yeah, that's going to be my first time doing a commentary. So yeah.
If we go silent for about 10 minutes, it's going to be like, oh, I like this.
I know. Or if you start talking over like my favourite scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we'll be doing. Feel free to pull up and grab yourself some pizza and join us in watching the movie. But yeah, that kind of wraps up for the interview. Yeah, so and that's kind of all our thoughts on it. And yeah, what we've got going on next week. So not sure if there's anything else you want to chat about at all, gents.
No, just the hype for the last Ronin for me at the minute is the main thing.
Yeah, kind of is as well. Yeah, absolutely. Which is 28th. Bring it on, get your copies in where you can, and we'll definitely obviously we'll have some issue breakdowns and discussions and little reviews here on some future.
If we can do it the week after the watch party, it gives everyone a chance to
to read
it.
Yeah, the Turtle Talk after next week's watch party will be a first issue review of The Last Ronin. Gives everyone a chance to grab it, read it, you know. So yeah, that'll be really, really cool. And yeah, project-wise, as I say, working on unmasked version. I've finally cracked the problems I had with my DeLorean. So I did promise a custom K video this week. That ran into a speed bump. I've gotten over that speed bump, so that will be next week, guaranteed. Because there really isn't anything else in the way now. I can just finish up. And yeah, other than that, I decided to call him Benji.
That's so cool.
These are April's fish tank ornaments. One of them, and we have the little submarine that obviously has a little wire. It's got a little red ass to it. As close as detail that I can get. And then we have the, which is right in the foreground when Donatello gets his head dunked into the tank, is a little skeleton embedded in the rock, which my camera is not focusing on, but yeah. So they were fun. Some were fun. The turtle was, I was at the turtle shell for ages trying to just crimp that edge around the shell. Just fuck me. And going in, oh shit, I've touched that in now. I've got to resculpt that. Because, yeah, this was oven baked clay I used this because this is just solid. This is the first time I've actually made something solid out of sculpt without having a base body to it. So, but yeah, quite happy with how that turned out. So Benji will be appearing in more videos. But yeah, I'll be obviously gearing up for that particular turtle shot that I want to do. I just got on put together a fake fish tank, and which will be a new one for me when I get around to it. But other than that, yeah. Oh, and the apple. I'll show you the apple, which is in here. I've already put it in Raf's hand. I decided to go for a what's the red ones? Is that a Granny Smith or a Golden Delicious?
I think they're both green, aren't they?
They're right, actually.
Blind man in the world. I don't fucking know, do I?
No, I'm not an apple connoisseur, but if you are, let me know what the red ones are in the comments. But I decided to go for a red one because I like the red ones, even though it doesn't show any red in the movie. But yes, he's eating an apple core. That was quite fun to make.
That'll look even better with that alternate head when it comes out.
Oh, yeah. Yep, for sure. Oh, gosh, I sure hope there's more of them. And there goes the rest of my collection falling down, as it would. I'll sort him out later. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I've been up to. And yeah, just gearing up for this, taking notes. But yeah, so lots to unpack. And, well, I say lots. There's a lot of misleads and, you know, and different directions. But yeah, all to look forward to. So yeah, I'm pretty much out of topics. I'm just going to continue just looking past Turtle Boy, not your beautiful face, mate, but just at your background, because yeah, it was fun shooting around yours, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. I know. I've got a bloody. Once this COVID shit's out of the way, I need to tie up with you, Tom, at some point. I know you're a lot further away, but
just a bit
journey. Yeah,
it's only about 300 miles. It's all right.
300 miles. I can walk it.
I was hoping there was going to be a con this year.
That would have been the ideal thing. Do they hold MCM up in Newcastle?
They've got a con, but it's not very good.
No. So I know MCM bounces around different cities in the. I did the Liverpool one. It was the first time they visited Liverpool. That was fun. But I didn't know if MCM came to Newcastle.
No, it's mainly cosplayers and Funko Pops.
Yeah. Oh well. But no, I mean, well, I'll definitely have to try and travel up and see you. And if you're down in London, of course. But yeah, definitely. I'll have to come back and shoot some more. Because I didn't get a chance to with the 3 that you got behind you in the shelf, just the dock and the second time around. But no, but yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm happy to call it here, guys. If you want to have an earlier night.
Yep. Save ourselves for next week.
Yeah. We got a fun one next week.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So you got a week to find a version of it. There was the whole movie was on YouTube at one point, and annoyingly they got rid of that. I know, because it wasn't that long ago either where you could just watch the whole movie on there. So otherwise I would have just said, yeah, have this link. But yes, gear up for that one. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up a bit earlier today. So thank you again for everyone, for Turtle Boy and Tom for joining me and breaking down this pretty awesome,
Pleasure, mate.
Pretty awesome interview. Lots to look forward to. And yeah, we've got the last round to look forward to. So expect some good insight on that one. So yeah, plug your social medias, guys. Where can they find you? We'll go around the horn. Tom?
Instagram, Tom's Dioramas, and Toy Art 2, depending on what you want to see, Toy Art or Dioramas.
And you got your Gundam channel as well, your account.
The what?
You got your Gundam account, haven't you?
Oh, God, yeah, I keep forgetting about that one. I've only built 3, haven't I? Yeah, Gundam Shed. So if you want to see 3 Gundams, head on over there. Have a look.
Yeah, well, they'll be really, really kick-ass Gundams.
Oh, they're Gundams.
And Turtle Boy, let the fine people on the interwebs know where they can find you.
Only on Instagram, Turtleboy83.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
thank you.
See some more awesome pictures of his diorama work, and obviously, yeah, do check out the vlog video that I did with Turtle Boy when I went down to visit him. And yeah, all their social medias will be in the description below, along with the link to the original interview which we broke down. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. Let me just see if the chat is kicking it off anymore. Bless you, Star Marvel 76. I appreciate you chiming in, mate. You've been great today. Thank you so much for taking part. But yeah, no, I think we covered everything. And yeah, so everyone, thank you again for watching, tuning in. And if you're watching this at home, hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, until next time, guys, thanks very much. And we'll see you at the watch party. All right. Take care, everyone. See you later.